Welcome to the Wellness Abundance Podcast. I'm Melissa King, your podcast host, certified master health coach, certified personal trainer, and founder of Wellness Abundance Coaching. The purpose of this podcast is to share healthy lifestyle tips to empower you to design the abundant life you want and deserve. I'll chat with inspiring people who have built a strong foundation to build a life they love. I believe we all have the power within ourselves to create wellness abundance in all areas of our life. We simply need to find the courage within ourselves to take action. Our vision for this podcast is to help you create wellness abundance in your life with clarity, empowerment, and flexibility. Grab your favorite beverage and enjoy the episode. Welcome back to another Wellness Abundance podcast episode. I'm your host, Melissa King, founder of Wellness Abundance Coaching. So today it's a solo episode with me talking about how to navigate the road of motivation. This is such a tricky thing to do, and today I'm going to share a few tips with you on how to navigate it, and some you might be surprised at. So this is totally unscripted today. Just FYI, I kind of have a loose outline for what I want to talk about today, but we're just going to let it flow organically. But I'm really going to share with you just kind of what works for me and tips that I actually share with my clients. So you will kind of get a little insider's view of what it kind of looks like to work with me when you hire me as your health and fitness coach. Okay, so as we all know, motivation is kind of a little bit sketchy at times, if you would agree with me. I'm sure you would, because we don't always feel 100% motivated to eat whole foods, meal plan, go to bed at a reasonable time, or like get into the gym or get outside for that walk, get some fresh air, get some sunshine. Sometimes it's just not happening, and that's okay. And I'll dive into that a little bit more in a minute or two. But the first thing I want to share is why I wanted to talk about this today is because, number one, I have personal challenges with motivation. Yes, I am a health and fitness professional. I've been doing this for a long time, and I am fully trained on how to help my clients find the motivation within themselves, yet I still have challenges finding it within myself. And honestly, I celebrate that because I'm a human being. And I have hormones, which I'll dive into too, as well in a minute. But I'm human. I don't always feel like working out. Some days I skip my workout. Some days we get takeout food with, pho with a bowl full of carbohydrates, like the super starchy rice noodles, those kind of carbohydrates. And I'll share with you also like just how I learned to be okay with that. Okay, and also this is a challenge that comes up very frequently in my coaching sessions with my clients, okay? So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is just me, I'm just lazy and I'm not disciplined enough, I'm here to challenge you with that thought process to share with you that no, it's not that you're not disciplined necessarily. Maybe there are some areas that you can be more disciplined in with, which is totally okay with. And this is another thing that I dive into with my clients during coaching sessions. And it's not necessarily that you're lazy. There could be a million other reasons why you're just simply not finding the motivation, okay? And it also comes up with people I talk to on a daily basis. I was just speaking with a woman at the gym this morning who I've spoken to several times about working together, just in passing at the gym. And she just hasn't been quite ready to, join one of my programs, which is totally okay. I totally get it. But one thing she asked me this morning that she has not asked me before is, can you help me stay motivated if I choose to work with you? And my answer is yes. Yes. And motivation is different for everyone. What motivates me may not motivate this woman I was speaking with. What motivates me may not motivate my clients that I'm working with right now. What motivates me may not motivate you. You know, everyone's different. And this is really honestly one of the best values of working with a health and fitness coach, is having that one-on-one attention to where, whether it be myself or someone else in this space, to really hone in and focus on you and help you personalize, you know, a motivation strategy. We'll say that. So, and remember, this is totally kind of unscripted, just kind of flying off the seat of my pants today. But so the first thing I want to share with you is, and I say this a lot on the podcast, on other videos on my YouTube channel, talk about this a lot, just in my emails, my weekly emails to the Wellness Abundance community, is really starting with honing in on your why. Like, why are you doing this? Why do you want to get healthy? Why do you want to focus on meal planning? Why do you want to get stronger? What's your why? For some of my clients, it's, you know, because they've had some health issues in the past and they're just tired of feeling crappy. They're tired of feeling like crap all the time. And that's their motivation. They just want to feel good. They want to feel better. They want to have the energy. Other clients want to be a good influence on their children, you know, be a good role model. That's something I hear quite often from the moms I work with, is that, you know, we all want to be a positive influence on our kids, right? I mean, I don't have kids, but I feel like every parent deep down inside wants to be a really great role model for their kids. And oftentimes what I found is that they just don't know how to do that. It's not, if they feel like they're not being a good role model, it's not that they don't have the ability to do it, they just don't know how. And that's okay. And that's why people come to me for help, is because they just don't know how to. How do I implement a meal plan? How do I create a meal plan? How do I implement a consistent exercise routine? You know, they come to me for the how, to help them implement these healthy habit intentions. So just really get super, super clear on your why. And this is something I dive into at the very beginning of my program with my coaching clients. Is the first video they watch is all about creating your why, creating affirmations alongside that, if that's your jam, and just really honing in on your why. And this is something that I, you know, do in my personal life. Like, why do I want to stick to a consistent strength training routine? Well, I know all the benefits because I'm professionally trained, and I'm always learning new benefits of strength training because I do my best to kind of keep up on the new research. We're always finding new things about the body, you know, how the body operates and all that good stuff. So I'm always learning new things too. While I am professionally trained in this area and I am an expert in it, I am by no means the top expert. No one is, okay? But anyways, I digress a little bit. And like I said, this is unscripted, it's organic. So, but what the message I want to drive home right now is really get super clear on your why. And this is something I can help you with. And it has to be emotional. It has to be the reason where you think about it, you say it out loud, and you just literally like get out of bed and you're like, that's it. I'm putting on my workout clothes. I'm grabbing my water, putting on my workout shoes, and I'm going into the gym, or I'm just going for a walk. I'm just going to go do it. That's what motivates you. Another thing kind of relates to the why, is asking yourself, how am I going to feel afterwards? How am I going to feel afterwards? It's a very simple question. This is a question that Scott and I often ask ourselves and each other. You know, when we want to eat something that maybe isn't so good for us, well, how are we going to feel? How are you going to feel after eating that? How are you going to feel after you're eating that giant burger with the bun? The burger itself, the meat, and the toppings on it, depending on what they are, you know, is not necessarily bad. It's really kind of like the whole bread and the whole really super starchy carbs. If your body responds negatively to gluten, then obviously you don't want to be eating that stuff. If you feel a lot of joint inflammation, you obviously want to stay away from that. So really asking yourself, how am I going to feel after this? So it can go either way. Like I said, you could feel really crappy. Or on the other hand, if you're like, oh, I just do not want to go into the gym, or I do not want to get up and even walk to my living room and put on a workout video. I do not want to do that at all. Ask yourself, how will you feel afterwards? If you're like, you know what? I'm not really in the best mood right now. And I noticed in the past that when I do work out and move my body, I actually feel better. So you know what? I'm going to get out in my living room and put on that workout video and just do it. So really, that's another really great way to find the motivation within yourself. And then the other thing that I want to talk about is being okay with not feeling motivated. Oh my gosh, what a concept. Okay. And I know social media is just saturated with be motivated, all these motivational and inspirational quotes and sayings and pep talks and all that good stuff. And I love those. Trust me. There is a time and a place for those, but sometimes, honestly, you just don't feel motivated. So when you don't feel motivated, first of all, what's the reason you don't feel motivated? What's the difference between now and last week when you were super motivated to get into the gym every day or do that workout in your living room every day or go for a walk every morning? What was different? Were you getting quality sleep? Were you feeling less stressed? Were you feeling good and kind of feeling light? So you're like, I got the energy for this. Let's do this. Come on, let's go. And then this week, maybe you're like, you know what? I'm exhausted. I've had a rough week at work. I haven't been getting good sleep. My hormones are out of whack. I'm at the end of my cycle. So I'm PMSing and I'm moody. So it's okay. Like if it's a situation like that, be okay with not being motivated to go do a workout or not being motivated to eat dinner. Go get takeout, go get that takeout food. One indulgence for us is there's this really great barbecue place next to us. They have really, really great barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs. Of course, they have a lot of other items on their menu, but those are our two go-to. My husband loves the beef ribs. I love the pork ribs. He also loves the pork ribs too, and the chicken, but I'm not a big fan of the beef ribs. But their pork ribs and their barbecue chicken are so good. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So we'll go there if we're like, we don't feel like cooking, but we want to still eat clean. Then we'll go there and just get that and with barbecue sauce on the side. So we're not eating a lot of sugar, or if we have barbecue sauce at home, like a cleaner barbecue sauce with none of the extra crappy ingredients, we'll just, use that on it. But most of the time we'll just get that if we're like, oh, don't feel like, not motivated to cook or clean at all. We'll just do that. Other times I'm like, you know what? I'm not motivated to cook. I want some barbecue chicken and I want my sweet potato fries that are cooked in some maybe not so healthy oils, but I want that. I just crave it. My body just wants it. And guess what I do? I give myself permission to have it. It's not always easy. Sometimes I have this conversation with myself in my head. Melissa, you shouldn't do that. You're well versed on what those crappy oils can do in your body. They can cause inflammation. They could cause heart disease. There's all these issues that these crappy industrial seed oils can cause. But then then the other part of me says, well, you know what? Not that I deserve it, because I don't like using food and alcohol, wine as, oh, I worked hard today. I deserve this. I deserve this wine. You deserve to relax, and that's the way you relax. When I'm eating sweet potato fries, I'm like, okay, my body is craving something starchy. And these sweet potato fries, they may not be cooked in the healthiest oil, but my body's craving this. I don't want to cook potatoes myself because I just am not motivated to do that right now. I have them and just eat them and be okay with them. Sometimes it's an internal battle. Like one side of me is like, don't do it. And the other side of me is like, just do it. Who cares? Just do it. Just roll with it and give your body what it wants. So just to kind of recap what did we talk about? So we talked about really honing in on your why. That really should be the foundation of your motivation strategy. Honing in on your why. Get super, super crystal clear on how to, what's really motivating you? Why do you want to make these changes? Why do you want to move frequently? What's the true motivation within you? And then also just, ask yourself, how are you going to feel afterwards? Am I going to feel really great? Maybe if you didn't sleep very well the night before, maybe you won't feel good after working out. Maybe it'll just intensify your moodiness if you're moody from not sleeping well, or it'll just make you feel tired, or you'll be more prone to injury because you're tired and you're not really paying attention. Your head's not in the game. Your body feels a little weak. That could be it too. So, and then on the other hand, it could be that you're going to feel great, and doing that strength workout could give you that boost of energy you need, And then the third thing, what was the third thing we talked about? It was, just being okay with it. Being okay with not being motivated, just kind of getting away from that, just do it, getting away from the Nike slogan and just giving yourself permission to just eat whatever you want. Eat that pizza, eat that burger with the bun, whatever it is you want to do. I guarantee you're not going to die from eating one piece of pizza or two pieces of pizza every now and then. And you're certainly not going to die from not skipping one workout occasionally, and also taking into consideration your hormones. And this is something we do a deep dive into in my newly enhanced health coaching program too, Wellness Abundance program, is hormones. Hormones have a lot to do with motivation, and sometimes you just need to roll with it and let your body do what it needs to do. If it needs rest all day long on, say, the first day of your cycle when you're like crampy and moody and just so tired, listen to your body and give it what it wants. So I hope this is helpful for you, and I hope this kind of clears up some confusion and frustrations with motivation. It's something we all struggle with at times. So I just want you to know you're not alone, and I got you. And if you want to hop on a call with me and for a free wellness strategy session to talk about motivation, how you can make it work in your life, go for it. Just go to our website, melissaking.net, click on free consultation, find a time that works for you, and we'll chat about it. All right. Thanks so much for watching or listening wherever you're accessing this Wellness Abundance podcast episode. And I'll see you next time. Bye. The Wellness Abundance podcast is sponsored by Wellness Abundance Coaching. At Wellness Abundance Coaching, we help women lose weight effortlessly and minimize anxiety with clarity, empowerment, and flexibility. We offer one-on-one and group health coaching, corporate wellness programs, and on-demand fitness videos. To learn more about how we can help you become the healthiest version of yourself and to schedule a time to chat with us, visit melissaking.net.